welcome to a brand new episode of Royalty. We are back to recap this following week of Big Brother 26. I'm your host, Tiffany.
And I'm your other host, Derek F, aka Big D.
And I'm your other host, Derek X. No, I'm just kidding. You're looking a lot different these days. You're looking a lot. Never mind. Okay.
Where's
Oh,
Claire?
she's right there. No, I'm just kidding. I wish. Hi guys, I'm Hannah. You may know me from BB23, or maybe you don't. Maybe you just know me as the little sister of our two lovely hosts. So I'm so excited to be back and to talk all things Big Brother with you guys.
Man, oh man, oh man. We're
We're
back.
back.
Okay. We're back. Week 6. Can you believe it? 6 weeks in of Big Brother.
Mm, mm,
Time
mm.
has flown.
I can't believe that this is the first week of jury on most modern seasons, yet they're still in their pre-jury phase. What do you guys
Was
think
that
about small juries?
was that an announcement? Was that made to the public, or are we just going along and
Which is
learning as we go?
Well, Julie didn't say that jury has started,
Right.
and she said that next week after the eviction, they'll Ainsley will have a very special announcement. I'm kind of
Mm.
assuming that that announcement is, okay, we've started jury of nine, two people in final two. Maybe they'll do three people, like a final three, because they've been having three nominees all season. That's my prediction. And then
Damn.
they'll have a six-person jury voting for three people, or a seven-person jury voting between three people. I don't know.
That's
interesting.
interesting.
That's
Well,
my
we won't
theory.
know until Ainsley comes on the screen and tells us what is going on for the BBAI. So, to get into where we left off, Brooklyn went home last week, guys. You know, we had our exit interview with Brooklyn.
Hmm.
This week going in, we have our HOH comp, and T Core ends up winning the HOH comp. The HOH comp was all about sound bites, having to match the sequences with the different displays on the screen. I found that very, I don't know. Did we ever play a game like that? Like, did we ever have that type of game when it came to, like,
We had some memory stuff, like we had that GIF HOH that
mm,
Tiffany ended up winning. What
I was
mm-hmm.
the
like, what? I was like, I remember something like that.
wait, what was
Okay.
it? BB Crypto? BB
Yeah,
Talks?
Yeah.
yeah, BB Crypto something talks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was this
something
one
like that.
seemed a little hard. Like as I was watching it, things like sounds, smells. I can remember. I'm not. I'm auditory more than I am visual, and so I felt like, oh, okay, I would do well at this. Well, then when they were like, this came before this and after, I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I have a clue.
No, that was hard.
That was hard.
I couldn't
Hmm.
keep up. I was like, I don't know what sound came before the sound before that. Like that's crazy. Like
Matter of
they
fact, I don't
really
even know what sound that is.
How are you two supposed to launch your music career if you can't even differentiate between sounds?
How am I supposed to make anybody believe I belong on All Stars as a threat and I can't even remember the sound that I watched on TV and I could rewind?
and that sounds
Maybe.
great. That's exactly why they should pick us to go on All Stars because
I
we're
was just
not a
gonna
threat.
say, you guys are playing the long game here. I
Not a
gotta
threat.
set
Yes.
it up from the jump.
Not a threat.
We also got told who won the BB investigation winner investigator, which was Tucker, so he can
Instigator.
in- instigator. Excuse me. Thank you so much. So Tucker ends up winning that. He can manipulate, the AI and
Manipulate.
make sure, put little, I don't know, little crumbs and stuff out there. But we can also get a chance to vote for him to see how much he can win, and he can win up to 20K. Okay.
I say
Uh,
give him the 20K. It ain't my
For sure.
money.
I agree. I would have
For
given more
sure.
than that. I would have given
For
more than
sure.
that. Leah is struggling, guys. Leah is having a tough time after losing Brooklyn. She feels like she's excuse me, oh my God,
Ostracized?
no, isolated.
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 Yes.
Okay.
And she feels like she has no one to work with. Do you believe, like, are we shocked by this? How do we feel about this? Because, I mean, I get it. She hasn't made any type of move. She's just there to
Yeah.
cry to me, to be honest.
Hmm.
I haven't seen a lot of game strategy with Leah. She's not necessarily been a part of my recaps that have made huge impressions. So I see her losing Brooklyn as being her feeling as a detriment to her game because it's probably the person that she was the closest to, but it she hasn't been shown as making any bold moves or being strong in any alliances. So I think her read on feeling isolated or ostracized is probably right because she's also been left out of a few majority votes and some plans. So I don't think she's too off course with that.
My question for you guys, because Tiff, I agree with you. I don't think we've actually seen her be an integral part of any alliance
Yeah.
this season. So it doesn't seem like she's really been in a position where she's gaming and playing alongside other people. She's also never been on the block. She's never really been in danger of going home, so she
Mm-hmm.
hasn't needed to. I guess if I guess don't fix what ain't broke. Like if what
Mm.
you have been doing thus far is working for you,
Yeah.
then go ahead, keep doing that. Just make sure you're able to articulate the what, the why, the how when you
Yeah.
get to the end.
Yeah.
But do you guys feel like there is something to be said about the individual relationships that you build in that house? Like, let's just say you're not part of any alliances like Leah, yet there are several people who, for some reason, feel the need and are incentivized to keep her safe. And I can't figure out why for the life of me because it just doesn't seem like she has strong gaming relationships with people. But Leah's doing something. She's doing
Maybe
something and it's working for her.
maybe they don't view her as a threat. I mean, someone non-threatening. Maybe they keep forgetting about her.
Maybe.
I
It's
was also
possible.
I was also going to say I think Matt leaving helped her and Mackenzie because they both. I mean, I know Mackenzie is like always a target sometimes, but she's
Hmm.
not like the front target. But her and Mackenzie don't have any alliances, and I think Matt leaving really did help them because people were looking at all three of them, and now they're when Matt left, I feel like they kind of just fade into the background. But I'm not surprised.
A person with no alliances, to me, depending on how the game is structured in the house that we're playing, because each season is different. A
Hmm.
person who's not in any alliances and also not making any game moves probably would be someone that I would keep
Mm.
because if I'm in strong alliances and I have multiple people or relationships of people who I expect to keep me safe and vote for me in the end,
Hmm.
and you don't, you haven't done much to stand
Hmm.
out, and you don't have any alliances, then yeah, you can stay because
Hmm.
I am expecting that if you and I are together in the end, they're not going to vote for you because they weren't with you in the first place. But it all depends on what people consider a winner for their season.
Okay.
Some people could be like, well, I didn't, I mean, she kind of just skated on by. I didn't even know she was there and she ended up in final two. So she gets my vote. Or some people can be like,
Hmm.
hey, we were in an alliance since day one. And I mean, I don't know. I was never working with Leah, but this is my alliance person sitting next to her. And this person has
Hmm.
made it all the way. So this person gets my vote. It all
Hmm.
depends on what the jury constitute as a winner to
So,
them.
Tiff, are you almost thinking that they're keeping her because they want her in jury to maybe vote for them when they're in the final two, slash, they just don't see her as being threatening?
Or she's the person that they want to sit next to so that
Hmm.
they
Like a
guarantee their
goat
vote. Yeah.
situation?
Mm-hmm.
But I also think it's just so interesting how her and Mackenzie, as soon as Matt walked out that door, were essentially in the same social position. Yet Mackenzie has been thrown on the block week after week. We've seen her
Mm-hmm.
win AI Arena twice, keep
Mm-hmm.
herself safe. Had she not won those, she would have probably gone home by now. It was supposed to be her, not Cedric. She used America's veto on herself. She could have
Mm-hmm.
maybe been in danger of going home that week. So it's so funny how, like, both of them are disposable, yet they make it clear to Mackenzie, like, we don't really care about you being here
Mm-hmm.
because you're not really that ingrained in the social structure of our house. Yet with Leah, like, people are kind of willing to stick out their necks for her, and I can't figure out if it's a personality thing or if she's being intentional
Stereotypes.
about it.
I do get into that. I will say that I do get into that this week of why I think
Mm,
that has really changed. But I also think Mackenzie is having that type of pathway because of the power that she had. That
mm,
power got her.
in
being
big
played
trouble.
with and a little bit
Yeah.
in trouble throughout the
Yeah.
game. I think
Mm.
if she didn't have that power, she would probably be like Leah too.
Mm.
I also just want to talk about the Sixth Avenue Alliance, just to let you guys know who's in that alliance. That is Angela, T-Core, Chemo, Tucker, Rabina, and Joseph. And then there was also on this episode of the HOH episode that they made a frenzy alliance, okay? Tim, that
Mm.
is made up with Chemo, Rabina, Tucker, T-Core. And what do you guys think about that?
I think this season has more alliances than any season I've ever seen.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Which I like. I like the fact that it's not just this one dominant, and I say that just so hypocritically. I know. But I like the fact that it isn't
Ours
just
is
this one
different.
alliance.
Ours is
Yes.
different.
No,
Ours is different.
I think
I
you
mean,
have
you
to
can go
acknowledge
through
that.
something and then respect something else. You don't have to, because I did it this way, that's the only way I respect it. So
Hmm.
we can have a matter of varying opinions.
Very true. But just as a viewer, I think it's a lot more fun
Yeah.
whenever you don't have this Onion Alliance and they're bulldozing their way through the game. Like, I think that's what probably made season 22 just not enjoyable for a lot of people because it was the same people winning everything. There was no like power struggle. So I like the fact that this season is so up in the air with everything. How do you guys feel about the fact that alliances keep popping up everywhere like they're whack-a-moles?
I'm exhausted. I'm not gonna lie. I can't keep up. I don't know. It changes so much to the point it's just like I don't even know. And the names that they're coming up with, I'm telling you, Big Brother at this point need to put a book in the house so they can kind of come up with some different ideas. Because some of these names, I'm like, what? Like Friends Alliance, baby, come on.
Yeah. I think it helps me as a viewer this season because I am really just a prospector this season. I'm not attached to anyone. I don't have a I'm not if I was at home maybe going for someone, then the different structures of the alliances might impact the way I feel about it. But I'm just watching. I'm just like, oh, okay, that's what's
Yeah.
happening. Oh, okay, that's what's happening. Um, so it's just interesting. I'm just like, oh, okay, another alliance. Okay.
hmm I want to shout out to Chemo. Chemo, when you get out the house, I expect you to drop your song that you made. Chemo sung this song and it was great. Okay. So I want to give him kudos to that. It was so fun. Also, Tucker uses, I want to ask you guys your opinion on this. Tucker uses his power to expose him and Rabina's relationship. Do we think that was smart? Like, I didn't understand that. Why were we doing that? Was that
Well, he
like,
said what he was trying to do. I think that his emotions for her are genuine, and he is not Tucker is doesn't come off as a sneaky person. He's very authentic with who he is. And I think the hiding his relationship with Rabina is more work for him than even playing this game of Big Brother. So he is like, well, if everybody just know about it, then I don't have to hide anymore. And also exposing it throws off the scent that he could possibly or she could possibly be the AI instigator.
yeah, yeah. Tucker nominates, he tells T-Core, because T-Core won. So T-Core is the HOH this week. He tells T-Core that, hey, to make your HOH easier, I will be a pawn for you.
Well, he
Like,
didn't
do
say
you
it
I
think
like
have a
that?
that.
question.
He didn't say it like that.
Oh, I feel like that's exactly what he was saying. His
He was
green
like, if
screen.
you need it, I do it. I don't want to do it, but I've offered
Yeah.
myself as a pawn for all the other HOHs. And because we're working together, you, my girl, I'll offer myself as a pawn too. It's kind of like when you came to me when I won HOH, you were like, I mean, I did it for Kai. If you want me to be a pawn, I'll be a pawn. But you didn't want to be a pawn. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But also that's different because in our situation we pretty much knew that like once we got
Nobody was
past a
going
certain
home.
point, no, we were good, like
Yeah.
regardless of what happened. But I just don't understand why so many people have offered to pawn themselves this season.
Their
Pawns go home.
alliance.
No, but they don't have it. Like they should know they
And
don't
they're not
have
even
any
strong enough
strong
to have it.
alliances.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Their alliances
Like
aren't even strong enough.
there's not a single alliance this season with the exception of the Visionaries, but like even that's kind of on the rocks. That's
Yeah.
lasted for longer than a week and a half. So why do you feel so comfortable? And I get that like Tucker was on this high from winning week after week after week, but like there comes a moment where you will lose steam and then what? You're left on the block, you're vulnerable. People will take their shot. So I'm almost like wondering, does this come from a sort of like God complex or invincibility complex where you just think that you're indestructible?
I
Or
don't
are
think
these
he
people
really
dumb?
I don't
I
think
just
I
mean in
think
general.
yeah, I think he had a bad feeling about it from the beginning. He seemed less confident about being a pawn this time than I've ever seen him. And I would think he was hoping that she would have some empathy for the fact that he had been a pawn on the block, packing his bag those other weeks that he wouldn't have to do it. Uh,
So then why volunteer at all? Like I'm just so confused.
it's like saying, you need some money?
No, if
That's
I'm not in a
exactly
position where
how.
I can give it to you, then I'm not offering.
But the way that you're saying it, you're like you're
Yeah.
kind of like
Oh,
you're
oh.
trying to be a like if you ask me for some money, I'll be like, I mean, I
I
got
mean,
you.
yeah, if you need it, I
If you
mean,
need it, yeah, I'll give you my
if you,
last. What I got is
yeah.
my last. But yeah.
Speaking of some money, wait, I forgot I found some money earlier.
Oh,
Oh?
oh,
BB bucks?
Hmm?
Let me see. Wait, I
Is it?
can't see.
what
Is
the?
that real currency? Oh, euros.
Yeah.
From
Oh,
Croatia?
is that when you were in the challenge?
I found it outside on the ground.
Oh,
Oh,
who
stop.
who brought money from outside on the ground?
I don't know, but baby, if you find
That's
You're
good
ten
red.
luck.
dollars,
Ah,
I know
keep
that's
it.
right.
Even if
Now,
you can't cash in.
not even you can't catch him.
it's the
Angela comes in
universe.
crying because you know she's always worried that she's gonna might go home this week because she's just really upset. They told me that you were gonna be here. T Court and all of them were looking at her like she was crazy. She wasn't even a thought. But you know that's
She's
Angela.
so funny to me.
I love it.
She
I'm
is
I'm gay.
so funny. Oh my God.
I'm so
I
happy she's there. I'm so happy.
honestly, worst outcome for me as a viewer, and I totally see where you're coming from, Tiff, where like 24 I think was just difficult for us to juggle because we were so recently in that house. So we had this just weird parasocial investment in the show and it was unhealthy. And then 25, I almost felt this detachment because I really did not care about the season, the game, the players once like Izzy left. This season, I feel like I'm back in a very healthy place watching the show where like I'm a fan, but I'm not too pressed if anyone goes home. But even with that being said, the fact that we just lost Cedric, I really liked him. He was one of my favorite players. And then this week, Angela and Tucker, the two most entertaining people in that house on the block next to each other. Like, that's sad, but I'll get over it and we'll move on.
Yeah, yeah. T Core nominates Mackenzie, Cam, and Tucker. T Core makes it clear that she really don't have a target. She's just like putting these people up. Also, I need people to tell me in the comment, does T Core have a London accent, a Detroit accent, a
She's Chicago.
Chicago accent? It's Chicago?
In Chicago, not
She has a
Detroit.
speech
Hannah don't
impediment.
sound like that. Oh, she
Well,
has a speech impediment.
I'm also from the burbs, and my parents aren't from this country, so I'm probably not going to sound like my peers. But what was I going to say? No, she definitely doesn't speak like she's from Chicago. She has a British accent, but she also has a speech impediment, which she said.
Oh, when
Okay.
did she say that?
I think in her very first interview that she did,
Oh,
like her
okay.
preseason interview. Yeah.
Thank you. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much for clearing that up, Hannah. Veto competition. Players are T Court, Tucker, Cam, Joseph, Mackenzie, Angela. Chelsea and Cam have a conversation because Cam is like, I want to, he wants to play. He also, Chelsea's like, he had an opportunity to pick Chelsea. He didn't pick Chelsea. He picked Joseph because Joseph is playing in every veto this season, and Joseph's just the safe route.
The funny thing is, Chelsea saying to Cam, like, why didn't you pick me? Like, I could help you. I could. Oh, why didn't you pick me over Joseph? And y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about me. I'm old school. I don't think like y'all. I think like me. I don't gotta think like y'all. But it's funny that it makes sense that Cam, as a man, would choose another man to help him win something versus I'm going to choose my closest ally in the house, who's also a girl, and in the hopes of saving me versus me saving me. He like, just trust me, I could do it myself. Like,
He did say that. He's like, let me do it. I got it.
let me do something.
Have some
But
faith.
I get it. One, when you're in an alliance with somebody, you want to help them. You want to be in it with them. Like, I want to support you. Let me be the other person to help you. But imagine his poor ego if she went in there and beat him in the veto to save him.
He really would be like, I really don't need to be
He'd be
here.
like, don't use it on me.
Yeah, don't use
Men
it
are
on me.
so annoying.
Don't save me. I don't
Don't
want to
save
be
me because I
saved.
And
need
I
it.
won't. Wait, do you guys, you know what I just thought of so randomly? This has nothing to do with our conversation, but do you remember when Whitney was going out the door and she whispered to something to Axe and he said, "And I will." As you said, oh, don't use it on me, don't you? And I
And I
won't.
will.
And I
And I
won't.
And I
won't.
won't.
And I
And I
won't.
won't.
Hmm.
Just randomly thought about that.
Just to kind of go through some, once again, Leah's feeling isolated. Tucker, like Tiffany said, feels uncomfortable that he's on the block. Tiffany called that out. Angela and Rabina. Rabina teaches Angela how to twerk.
Period.
Do we think that Angela was able to pop it back? Was she able to show her Uchi Uchi print? Do you think she will be able to do her Uchi print and when she
I
was with
mean,
those moves?
she loosened that lower back up more than it was. It was kind of tight at first. She was able to drop it. You
Uh-huh.
gotta let that back
What do
go.
you,
Let it go. Let it go.
Show us, Tiff.
Young Miami style?
Go ahead, Hannah, say it.
No, I can't.
The AI competition is AI Apocalypse. This is a prize and punishment challenge. Hannah hosted this challenge on our
Mm.
season. This was they had a slingshot. The player with the lowest score gets eliminated. I'm gonna go through some of the prizes and the punishments for you guys. Trapped in a matrix, a
Matrix.
25 mattress. Thank you,
Matrix. And instead of a
mattress.
matrix, it's a matrix because it's matte.
Oh, got it. I never picked
They,
that up.
Matrix.
They
Yes.
they really they really were reaching. They were reaching for
yeah,
that. Okay.
kind of like they did with Riley last season.
Right.
They did. They kept
They
her
did.
around. Yeah.
Yep. A, a 24-hour solitary confinement. Last chance, Luau was a trip to Hawaii for two. I'm going to say who got these punishments, and we even got to go through it. So
Yeah, yeah.
Joseph got the one that's
The,
confinement.
the Matrix. Solitary
Wait,
Yep.
was
confinement.
Joseph the very first person to go out?
He
Did
was
he come
not
in
the
last
very
place?
first person to go
Mm-mm.
out. He
Oh,
was not.
who came
The
in last
very
place?
first. What do you mean? Like, who came very last
Who got
place?
out
Mhm.
first?
The first person that got out first, I think, if I'm correct, maybe I feel like I thought it was somebody else, but maybe it was Joseph. That doesn't sound right. I don't feel like he was. Oh,
Hmm.
I think it was Angela.
Oh, wait, what did it? Oh, Angela got that punishment, the super rough one.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
yeah, let me
Hmm.
just go through them. I can't
Okay,
remember the
yeah.
order, but Mackenzie got the trip to Hawaii. Angela got the radiation. I can't even say it. I'm not going to try it. Radiation. Was that what it was? Radiation, a 12-hour task to clean up radiation waste. in the yard.
Hmm.
Ends of days. T Core ends up getting that one. BB AI assist was Tucker, and then obviously Cam won. Now Tucker did something nice, which I do want to call out. Tucker decided to take the punishment away from T Core so she can get the $5,000 because he
Hmm.
was like, "Hey, you're my person. Like we work together. I don't want you doing the punishment." I think he was also thinking she's HOH for the week. Like,
Hmm.
why make her do a punishment when she's HOH? Do you think that he made the right decision by doing that?
I think that people on the block, and I did this. People on the block often try to appease the HOH when HOH has no power in you going home once you're already on the block. It's really, you got to suck up to somebody that's got the power to influence the vote.
Hmm.
And I don't think that T Core, even though she's the HOH, was going to be able to influence them on who they wanted to vote for, except for who could be sitting next to him on the block. And so, him trying to appease her and be nice to her, you got to do that before she nominates you,
Hmm.
kid. You can't do it after you're nominated. Then you got to try to befriend somebody like Quinn. You should have get, but he's
Yeah.
not. He's not playing in this. So, I mean, I,
Yeah.
I think it's a nice gesture, and I do think that Tucker is genuinely.
Hmm.
He seems like he's genuinely just a nice, like a thoughtful person. It seems like he
Yeah.
wants to do things like on the straight up and
Hmm.
So I think it was
Mm-hmm.
a good gesture, but wrong person.
I
I
agree.
agree. I thought it just kind of shows that he's willing to take one for the team. Because
Mm-hmm.
at this point in the house, he's won so much. He knows that he pretty much has to keep on winning. He doesn't have
Mm-hmm.
very much social currency or
Mm-hmm.
strategic weight in the house. So maybe this was his way of proving to his allies, like, if you keep me in, not just because you have to, because I've kept myself safe, but if you
Mm-hmm.
choose to keep me in, like, look, I am a team player.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't
I
know.
agree. Cam wins. You get to veto, so I'm hoping Cam gets some airtime because I know he wants it. He's been waiting
Oh.
for it. But
Been waiting
Cam
for his
wins the
big
veto.
week.
Is
I
waiting for
actually
his big
felt
one.
really bad watching that clip on Twitter when he was like, "Yeah, I won the veto, but the last time I got called to the DR was 3 days ago." Like,
I think unfortunately you can't compete when Angela and Tucker's there. It's
yeah.
impossible.
Well,
Okay.
plus he hasn't really given us much. But
Hmm.
hey, he is looking to win this game. That is what that tells me versus just like being good TV or being a
Hmm.
character. And
Hmm.
you can do both. Tiffany proved that you can do both.
I
But
can win the
I
That
don't
is
game.
think
true.
I
Tiffany
don't think
can.
he's looking at, yeah, you can do, well, not win, but you were a great player. You still are a
Oh,
great
thank
player,
you.
and you made
Oh.
wonderful TV.
You
That's
did.
few and far between. I don't think he's
Yep.
trying to do all that. I think he's trying to
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
secure the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Angela's punishment, she had to pick up it was a 2,000 balls with a little clamp, little thingy,
Hmm.
and it was like a good, what, like, I don't know, was it 6 feet? Is it 6 foot? How
No,
far do you think
40.
that was?
It was
40?
40 feet. Yeah,
40 feet.
1,000
Yeah,
back
she
and
had to pick
forth.
up each ball. And let me tell you something, watching Angela go through this, she at first thought it was going to be all funs and games. And as you can
Hmm.
see, as it goes on, she starts complaining how
She
it's
couldn't
hurting.
stop. She had to. Once she started, she had to keep going.
Oh, she also, I'm sorry, Tiff, you are right. Thank you so much. She also had to stop when they made a noise for her to get wet with slime. Wet
Oh.
in.
Mm.
Yeah. So they would say, "Oh, you got to clean out the radiation, clean out the radiation." And she would
Wow.
go and get slimed in the water. I mean, I can't
Wow.
imagine all night. And she had to do it before I think before the next like day. I think she had like
Oh.
12 hours to do it,
Okay.
or
That's
she would not be
crazy.
able to compete in the HOH comp. I mean, like I
Guess who
said,
Seriously.
wouldn't have been competing?
You said what?
Guess who wouldn't have been competing?
you.
Tucker? Oh,
Me.
you got you.
Now,
I don't plan
Angela,
on losing anything. I
Tucker,
lost.
I lost. Tucker does tell Angela, hey, just to let you know, people think that you have the power. Okay, the AI investigator. Did I say that correctly?
Instigator.
Instigator.
Instigator. Okay, is it instigator?
Yeah,
Yeah.
someone who instigates.
I thought it was investigator.
It's not, babe. So stop. Let's just change the subject. It's instigator. We ain't got to.
Okay,
AI
okay.
AI doesn't. investigating.
Got it. So
Yeah.
he lets Angela know that, and Angela once again, he also tells her, "Hey, just know me, you are going to the final two together. I know I
Mm.
might be got my girl Rabina, we are, and all that and stuff, but I'm here for you, okay? Okay, you the main chick. She the side John. I told you that, okay? Angela, as she always does, spirals.
Oh my God.
Just she's you know what? She's
I'm
crazy
going
eyes.
home.
She's
No, she really is.
crazy. She's crazy
I'm
eyes.
so freaking happy to be here. This has been my
Yes.
dream since I was 15 years old.
Yes.
Angela, we know
Yes.
you're 50. You're not
Yes.
38.
Yes. So she
Ay, ay, ay.
goes and tells Quinn, Leah, Mackenzie. She goes and tell all these people. First of all, she told Quinn. Quinn has backstabbed her multiple times, but she's like,
Mhm.
"I'm gonna trust you with this information. You're not gonna tell nobody." Quinn does what he does best, as Tiffany was saying. Rap
She's
with what?
many holes.
Many
Mm.
holes. Okay. Runs and tells T-Core. T-Core is like, "Oh, hold on. This is a problem because Angela's in our alliance. She forced herself into our alliance and she's already trying to go after somebody in our alliance. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to put up Leah because Tucker
Mm.
wants to put up Leah. I don't know if I'm going to put up Leah because Angela's really a threat and I don't really care. Do
Wait,
you think
how does that get back to T-Core? Because Angela has a
Quinn,
conversation
Quinn,
with Quinn. Oh, okay, okay.
Quinn goes and tells, T-Core what Angela said. It was very
Mm.
like, uh, but that's Quinn. He's playing the game, and
Mhm.
I don't know why you would trust somebody who I feel like he's double crossed her twice, right, sir? Hasn't
And
really double
more.
crossed more?
Yeah.
These players aren't very smart. Not in real life, the real world,
And
but
playing a
in the
game.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I can be smart as hell and suck at spades, and that is
Yeah.
just a game.
Mhm.
It's keep going.
I do want to say this to go back to what you were saying earlier, Hannah. I think Leah is in a good position because Quinn has a crush on her
Mhm.
and he is doing everything he can to kind of show that, hey, Leah's great. Leah's good. He's dropping her
Mhm.
name everywhere and all that type of stuff. And she literally played him and basically said, no,
Mhm.
I'm not into that. We're not that. Okay.
Joseph has a
Um,
crush on her too, and so does Cam.
Yeah. So, as the episode goes on, Tucker does make it clear. He asked T Core, would he put up Leah? Because even though Angela went and told T Core and Quinn, Quinn also decides to tell Tucker about what Angela said. Tucker confronts Angela, and Angela's in the bathroom just this is the first time, Hannah, I can
Mhm.
actually say she shed a tear. She shed a damn
Mm.
tear.
Oh, like a
Okay.
genuine tear.
A genuine tear. You can tell Tucker getting to her was just like, I just feel like, why would you think I'd be stupid that you would pick me over Rabina, your girl? Like, it was a whole thing.
Because, girl, that's what women be thinking. If he like her, he gonna choose her. A man gonna do what a man wanna do. Just because if it's us, we gonna choose him, don't mean that men gonna choose you. That's not that it don't always work like that. We
Mhm.
get emotionally attached and
Mhm.
be ride or dies. Ride, I'm die. Ride. No, I'm
Someone,
dying.
someone, please
I
clip
was
that.
supposed to ride, not dad. Somebody I was supposed to ride, not dad. No, no, we be riding and dying. Men don't. He know what he said. He said, "I'm with you."
Yeah, he was trying to tell Angela that you're the main John, yo. You the
It
main
was
John. She the
so
side chick. I ain't
funny.
worried about her, but the ride and die, okay? Because he's trying to let you know,
That's all
Rabina
we
is riding and dying.
we be expecting men to behave the way women behave,
Mm.
and that's just
Yeah.
stop thinking that men are going to do what you would do as a woman.
Okay,
They're
but
not.
my question, when has a showmance ever but the only season I can think of where like someone deliberately cut their showmance was Janelle and Will in season 7. I can't think of any time after that where like someone sent their showmans home or didn't choose their showmans at the end.
That's a good
I
question.
mean, Rabina would choose Tucker. We know that.
But like even just in the history of the show, I can't think of a guy winning that final HOH and then cutting their showmans, or a girl winning that final HOH cutting their showmans. Like if showmances are in the end and they have the opportunity to make it to the end together,
I think me and you
they
just
always
thought the
take that
same thing,
opportunity.
Tiff. That's
What?
why you started laughing. I think me and you thought the same thing because I was about to bring up the same exact thing. I cut my showmans. Yes,
Yes.
I cut Kylan. So yeah, technically, yeah, I did cut a showman.
Mm-mm.
Tucker does ask T Core to put up Leah. T Core is like, I don't know. She decides at the veto ceremony, because Cam was able to take himself off. Because Cam won the veto, and we didn't see Cam until the very end of the episode. That she decides to put up Angela, which is just not a part of Tucker's plan.
Now she puts up Angela because she feels that Angela is doing too much, and so now Angela is her target.
Mm.
And
Yeah, or
okay,
yeah.
or what?
I think that she feels like Angela could be her target or Mackenzie. She's okay with one of those two going home. She wants Tucker to be there, but in reality, she's like, if things don't work out, then Tucker could go home. But she's like, Tucker, this is my HOH, it's not yours. And she doesn't really see Leah going up and getting more blood on her hands. She don't want no more blood on her hands. She's
That's
like,
that that's
putting up Angela is easier.
that's my that's what I mean about like the house and your influence on the house.
Mm.
It's your HOH, that's true. And you can put up your targets and who you want to go home, but you don't get a vote. You get a say, but if you don't have any influence, your say is not saying much. And so, whether you want blood on your hands or not, putting people in your alliance on the block and expecting the house to do a job for you, you have to have that kind of influence. You should have a read on the people in the house to know who they want to see stay and go, because just because you put Angela on the block doesn't mean that the house wants to see Angela go home.
I agree with that.
So I don't know if this is going to accomplish what she is intending for it to accomplish.
Hmm.
I will say this with T Core's HOH so far as we're going through this, I'm not really impressed. And I'm pretty disappointed because I was really excited for her to win. But this is one of those things where I
Now,
feel
why?
like, well, I would tell you, I was excited for her to win because I want anybody that was going to protect Tucker, I felt like would make sure that somebody else went home. But obviously, this is backfire.
Mm,
So that's why I'm saying I'm disappointed in
yeah.
her HOH because you would think, once again, this is like a Cedric week. Quinn had the fake HOH power. Someone in his lines ends up going home. Same thing that's happened with T Core's week at this point, which brings us to tonight's episode. Tucker's pissed that, hey, after the veto ceremony, Tucker just gets up and just walks off because
Mm.
he really don't want to say nothing. Angela, which I'm telling you, I know as if I was in that house, I know all of us would have gotten her ass. I know that for a fact.
What
But
happened?
watching it at home, she is pure entertainment.
What she
Tucker
do?
gets up and walks up, and this is Angela. Listen, guys, I've been honest the whole entire time, and you guys have to understand that I'm here to play an honest game. And
Okay.
Tucker plays games and messes with my head. And listen here, I was a part of his alliance that he had, and I just, I can't say what it is, but I just want you guys to understand that I am open to being here, and I want to be here, and I want to play the game. She goes on a whole
Yeah, they need to
rant,
bring. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
and
I wish
and
I would have. I used the veto on you, and you go telling all my business.
crazy. It's
It
crazy.
ain't even game no more at that point. It's straight personal.
It's straight personal. I agree.
Well, she's trying to stay. And just because, like,
No.
well, okay, listen, guys, listen. Just because someone
I be trying to
uses
stay
the,
too, and I play the same game she playing.
that's what I'm saying. Like, if Tucker used the veto on Angela, which he did use the veto on Angela, Angela didn't force him to. No one forced him to.
This is
He did
true.
that because he wanted to.
That
She
is
doesn't
true.
actually owe
He's
him
trying to build a
anything.
relationship.
And he built it, and the London Bridge fell down.
But it
But
But keep in
also,
mind, she
but to
begged
me,
to be into that alliance. Remember that she begged to
she
be into that
did.
alliance,
no,
and
I
then let her in the alliance, and then everybody's kind of looking around like, "What's going on?" Then Mackenzie and Leah are like, "Okay, wow, we really are out the loop."
Yep.
And Chelsea's like, "This is
Ugh.
great." Chelsea's like, "This is great. I love that this information is coming out." But the one
mhm.
thing I will say, Angela knew this time not to name names. She didn't
Mhm.
name names. She just made
Yeah.
it clear that she was a part of Tucker's alliance. So
Yeah.
then people are like, "Well,
What
who's
alliance?
Tucker? Yeah,
Yeah.
who's Tucker's alliance? And how he got alliance? How he got all these people protecting him?"
I'm so
Mhm.
conflicted about if I was in the house, if Angela is somebody I would keep because I would hope nobody would vote for her, or if I would just have to get rid of her because I
Just going
cannot
home.
trust her.
Yeah.
Like I would literally, I couldn't, I can't sleep around somebody that
Mhm.
I can't trust. And she is, how do I even say it? She is more or less trustworthy than Quinn.
Mhm.
I
I
agree.
agree, Tiff. I think that's a really great question. Like, how would we react to playing with these people? Because every season is totally different. Had we been on any other season, I don't think what we did could have been replicated. And
No.
the same goes
Mm-mm.
for Derek's strategy and blah, 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 blah. But I think I would have definitely tried getting rid of Tucker and Angela. I think on a personal level, I would have found them to be incredibly entertaining people. I would have
Nope.
followed
I'd
them
have
around.
attached my ass to Tucker
But
just
for
because
me,
he can win and keep me safe.
yes,
But
but
you
by
will
the
also
same
be in a
token,
Rabina type of situation where, I might put you up because Rabina, you're attached to Tucker. But she didn't go home, so I mean,
Now,
I guess,
not in a Rabina situation. Like I would want to be his final two, like Angela. I would have, if I was
mm,
Angela, I would have taken that. I know I can't win the things he can win. I don't have the
hmm.
relationships that he has. When I say attach my ass, I don't mean my ass like
No,
Rebecca's
I
yeah,
didn't
ass.
mean. I'm
wait,
sorry, Tiff. I didn't mean it like that. I meant it as an ally because it seemed, people they were trying to target people that were attached to Tucker, which was Rabina's the only one.
No, it's not. He used the veto on Angela. He proved in front of everybody that
Yeah,
he's associated with Angela and that Angela should be associated with me.
okay, so my counterpoint to that is A, everyone's going to be trying to do that with Tucker, and B, um, Tucker, like, yes, Tucker's someone who can keep you safe in the short term, but as soon as he doesn't win something, he's going home. That's not really setting you up for the longitudinal game, or I guess the long game,
Yeah,
as
you don't have a tunnel vision game where you just attach to one person. You gotta still build relationships, but I would want him there to keep me
you'd
safe.
want him on your side for sure.
Yeah.
But my last point about Tucker, and this is probably the biggest point as to why I would be trying to send him home, because people are or at least when you're inside that house, you kind of look at other players like a series of data points. You have conversations with them, you watch the way they move, you watch who they talk to, how they play, what they throw, what they don't throw, and it's almost like you're collecting data on them, and you
Hmm.
use that data to try to predict future behavior. Like people are patterns. And Tucker is so unpredictable. He deliberately tries to throw others off. It's not even that I wouldn't trust him, but I just simply can't use pattern recognition on him, and that would scare me 100,000%. And then in terms of Angela, Angela's just a bit too chaotic. As a player,
and
and she also stays next to anyone she's sitting
true.
next to. That's a one way ticket home.
Yeah.
So,
Also, Angela does say tonight, just so you know, Tiff, you might have missed this part, but she's like tells Quinn, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on you. Like she's
Come
making
on,
it clear,
George Bush.
and she's like, I can make it clear that no one should trust you. Am I correct about that? I shouldn't trust you. And Quinn's like, yeah, I don't care. Yeah, you shouldn't trust me. I made that clear. So we cut to Rabina and Tucker having a conversation about, their relationship. Tucker's also really upset. So Rabina's trying to be like, I'm here for you, but don't be upset with T-Core. Like, you have to understand where T-Core is coming from and why she made the move that he made. He's like, I don't care. I don't think any of this is real. Like, I don't know what's really real. And Rabina's like, oh, I'm real. and they're having their little showmans. I don't really care for the showman stuff, so I'm gonna keep fast forwarding. Okay.
Yeah, me neither.
Because I was trying to figure out
Julie,
why we was talking about that. Go ahead.
yeah, Julie calls Tucker a comp beast, just so you know. Now Tucker does fast forward to have a conversation with Rabina, offering her a final two deal. Rabina kind of feels like, hey, why are you offering me this now? Like, is it because you need the votes? She's questioning their relationship, put it like that. Um, Chelsea and Cam have a conversation about thinking about wanting to vote Tucker out. If he doesn't win the AI arena tonight, we should definitely vote him out. So they started trying to gather the votes, talking to Quinn, talking to Leah, talking to Mackenzie. They're telling Mackenzie, you have to win. You have to win. We got to take him out. The BBAI arena competition was a puzzle. The goal is to put the puzzle together. It'll have the correct number password. Then you go behind, I guess, like the puzzle, and there's a bunch of different words. Different numbers that have the password on it. You pick the right password, and then obviously you win. As this competition begins, Mackenzie does take off. She's doing pretty well, but then Tucker also is doing well, but he's putting the pieces in backwards. I didn't know if it mattered which way it went, I
Of
guess,
course
but I
it
guess it
does.
does.
It's a puzzle, motherfucker.
Hmm. No, like how sometimes puzzles are two-sided?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I
This
was
one was not
thinking.
two-sided.
Okay. Right. This one was not two-sided. So I guess as he continues, he's
She gonna
just
try to
gonna
outslick Big Brother. Go ahead.
he just I guess he's just gonna keep on going and Mackenzie ends up beating him. I will
Hmm.
say this. I felt like he checked out, but
Hmm.
maybe because he put the puzzle in backwards, but even in the beginning when he first started, I still
Hmm.
feel like he was not moving as Tucker would be moving. And I'm
Hmm.
wondering is because in this episode, he was making it clear that he felt like no one's there for me. Like I've been doing
Hmm.
all this stuff for all these people. No one's
Yeah.
there for me. Do
Yeah.
you think that he was checked out? Like, am I the only one that felt like he was
I
checked
would
out
say
after all
maybe
this?
maybe maybe not necessarily checked out but distracted. Like sometimes you can be
Hmm.
mentally distracted. You can be in your head and overwhelmed with thoughts. And he could have just been thinking a whole lot of things that were not allowing him to focus on what
Hmm.
was in front of him, thinking about I don't have anybody. And then when you know how it is when you only have a few seconds to play a game, and if you start off bad, you got a bad start. It throws you completely off. It
Hmm.
doesn't mean I'm checked out. It just means I'm thrown off and I can't get myself back quick enough because I only got 3 minutes anyway.
Hmm.
Hannah, what you think?
To me, it did
Because
look
you
like,
saw it. We watched it
yeah.
together. So
To me, he just seemed different. He had a different demeanor. He didn't seem like he was
same.
hyping himself up. It didn't seem like he was ready to go. He looked defeated before the competition even started.
Yeah.
And my theory is that, like, okay, we talk about the fact that when you're in that house and when you get evicted, it almost does feel like you're being sent to your death. And when you vote people out, it feels like you're voting on their execution. It's very dark, very
Yeah.
twisted. It messes with your mind.
He felt
For
it.
him, like, if I know that I have to keep winning for the next 9 weeks in order for me to make it to the end of this game, I can't actually rely on anyone because everyone would be stupid not to send me home at this point. That is so exhausting to even think about.
I agree, especially you can't rely on your alliance. Yeah.
It's almost like, do I just tap out now so I don't have to be sitting in the jury house for 7 weeks?
Mm.
I wonder if he almost felt like winning this game is so, it's not even on my horizon. It's not in my destiny. I don't see it happening for myself. Like, what if I just bow out now and maybe that'll put Rubina in a better position? Maybe that'll put my allies in better positions because they're no longer attached to me. What do you guys think?
When you were saying that, going over what the things that happened this week, one, Angela turned on him, threw him
Hmm.
under the bus, and he thought that he could count on her. He thought they were a duo. He went to Rabina and asked her for a final two, and she didn't confidently reassure him that she was with him. maybe it was in those moments of this week where the people he expected he might have, he thought he had T-Core. T-Core does nominate him, even though he offered that. It's almost like me coming to you, Hannah, and be like, I mean, you can use me as a pawn if you want to, but I'm like, I know she ain't gonna do. Don't put Kylan up there, not me. I think that there were
Always put up Kylan.
always
Always.
Name of the game.
Always.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yes. People make a mistake.
ride or die, ride or die, die. So
So
I think that Big D, you're asking if he checked out. I think that is a lot of variables to, as you said, Hannah, consider when there's such a longer game to be played. Okay, yes, and I believe this to be true in real life. You always need one person to believe in you. Sometimes that one person is just you. And that's when it's really hard. But if you've got one person that just believes in you, it fills you with some substance to believe that yourself, okay? And Tucker's back has been against the wall for a long time, but he started building this thing with Angela when he used the veto warner, and he started believing like, okay, I got one person. He had one person. We saw this kind of showman's thing build with him and Rabina, which kind of fueled him with some more belief and confidence in himself. But then that slowly started dwindling to where he felt like, I have nobody. I only have me.
I agree
Do
too.
I even, if I'm in a dark place,
Yeah.
it's hard for me to convince myself that I can do this. I need somebody to call me and go, you got this, Tiff.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I do. And that's what makes the Big Brother house so hard, because we don't have family and phones and all of that. That's why those HOH letters mean so much, because you can go back and read it. And somewhere in that letter, somebody in your family that loves you, that sent your letter, said, you got this.
Yes.
And when you don't have that, and it's just you, and it's only you, and you don't have a final two, you have nobody you can trust, that is a tough spot to lift yourself up from.
I agree. Wow. Yeah. Now that you put it like that, I'm thinking about just how we were in the house and the things that we all had somebody to
We had,
at least pick us up and
yes,
things
we
like that.
did.
And I can't imagine, even though I know Tucker and he's made it clear, I'm all about fun and games and causing
Yeah.
chaos and stuff like that. He's here to play the game and stuff like that. I think after a while, it's now week 6. If no one's showing you, hey, I got your back, and he's putting
And
out for
not
all
even
these
that I got it. They
people.
showing him I don't got it. You
Yeah, I
thought you
don't
had
got
you
it.
thought you
And then
had me,
he's
but you didn't. You thought I was ride to
yeah.
die, but I died. It was ride to die, I died.
I'm freaking
Oh my
dead.
God,
I'm freaking dead.
so dead.
I'm dead. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. So now at this point, now that we've now talked
Yeah.
about that, we do get, once again, Mackenzie wins. Leah comes, when it's time for everybody to leave. Once again, Leah is crying. This girl cries so damn much. I can't take how much crying she's doing. She's
Listen,
crying
but
every episode. That's how she's getting through these through these weeks. She crying so damn much. She just crying through her tears. Her tears are getting her through because this is
I'm not sure.
exhausting to me.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say this. This may be politically incorrect, but actually, no, it's really okay. I was just going to talk about the white woman tears that we've seen this season, but they're not getting on my nerves. They're
They're
actually
not getting on my nerves either.
no,
I'm
no.
enjoying it.
I'm enjoying like Leah's constant crying, Angela's constant crying,
Oh,
like
keep in
white
mind,
woman
Angela
tears.
cried because I called this out. I said
Hmm.
I'm gonna watch every time. Now that you said that a couple weeks ago, Hannah, when you were on the podcast,
Hmm.
and you were like, she cries, but nothing ever comes out.
Yeah.
And this was the first time tonight that actual tears came out when Tucker was talking to her in the bathroom.
Yeah,
Um,
white woman tears. Not
yes,
her actually crying, but like the
yes,
and then no tears. I'm
yes,
like,
yes.
yeah.
We get to
I
the
kind of
vote.
sometimes
Yes.
wish I didn't have the pride that I have
Oh,
so that I could just like cry so that people could feel sorry for me. I think feeling sorry for me is
mm.
so,
Yeah.
I just don't do it. I don't
Ah!
like that.
And I won't. And I
Well,
won't.
I can't. What the fuck do
well.
you mean? I'm not pitiful, pathetic, sad, or none of that. So I just literally can't make myself
Yeah.
pretend to be pathetic enough so somebody can feel sorry for me. But I'm
Damn.
I'm telling you,
You should
um
practice.
I go back on something.
Mm-mm.
Them tears be damn working.
Working. Yeah. It
I
works.
need to learn how to cry.
We need to practice. Should we practice right now? Okay. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. Now, Hannah. Okay, Hannah, give
Is
us
it
your best
working?
one.
Okay, wait. Okay.
I can't. I'm ugly when I cry, so I can't even do it. Look at Hannah. See, I couldn't even send you home. I can't do it.
No, those are. I don't even have a sad face. I just
Okay.
don't. I
See,
don't. I don't know.
I
I
would just
can't even
start
look
with it.
sad. I just be looking mad
Wait.
as hell.
Okay.
Look.
Wait. Okay. Wait. You know, Debbie, you do. You look so funny. Okay. Let me try. Let me try for real right now. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay,
Okay.
okay.
I'm not gonna be able to cry, but let me just don
Let
my
me
sad
see.
face.
Yeah,
Okay.
give us your best. Like if you were Angela and you're giving us your cry. Tiffany gave us ours.
Please don't send me home. Please don't send me
Okay,
home.
no, I gotta do
Please
mine
don't
again.
send me home. Please don't send me home. Please, all I want to do is be here. Please don't send me. You and I have had conversations. You
Yeah, I
know
gotta
that I'm
hold
here
my
for
face.
you.
I'm too
You
old.
know I'm gonna keep you in this game. Please don't send me home. Vicky, please don't send me home. Kai, please don't send me home. Xavier, please don't send me home. As soon as I walked out that door, oh my God, Jody!
Okay.
Nah,
Tip, what you got?
I just got a better shot of being myself. So you gonna send me home?
Yeah. No,
Tiff,
see,
what did we talk? We talked
I
about
would
the
just,
white woman tears. The white
Okay,
yeah.
woman
okay, okay.
tears
See,
work.
go ahead, Tiff.
Oh, bitch, send me home and see what happened. It's the best I got.
I would actually,
Wait,
I
please
would
up. I'm
perform.
so sorry. Please put that in the clip for this week. Please.
Oh, for
Please.
sure.
And then
For
the
sure.
writing and the dying. Please.
For sure.
It's
Just,
the
I
best
would
I
just do a
got.
good old, I've waited my whole entire life for this.
Oh,
The fact that you
dearie.
want to send me home is just so upsetting. I really have tried to be here, and the fact that you want to send me home when I'm not a threat. Because I have about 1,000 kids. And listen, all my kids know I'm watching right now. Now, Angela, let me get to
Wait,
tonight's
I'm
speech.
so sorry. Big D,
Derek,
in your speech.
you would have got it. You'd have got it too, bing.
Wait, Derek, no, you said, I don't know why you guys wouldn't send me home.
Is that what he said?
Derek, yes.
Girl. We'd be like, and don't worry. And we will.
And we will.
And we will.
And I will.
I
And
sadly
I
to
will.
revote that. I sadly to revote. We
Oh
get
my
to
God.
the votes. The votes turned out being 5-3. The people decided they tried to keep Tucker with Joseph, Chemo, and
Rubina.
Rabina. This was a really sad episode to watch tonight.
Hmm.
Tucker does end up going home, but I want to make it clear before we get to Tucker, Angela, okay,
Her speech.
her speech tonight, I'm not gonna lie, I do like Angela, but tonight her speech was making me very uncomfortable because you
What
could
was her
just
speech?
tell. Oh, I'm about to give it to you. You
Okay.
ready?
It was nuts, Tiff. It
Unless you
was.
want to do it, Hannah.
No.
Okay. Okay, guys, I want to be here in this game. I've waited so long. I've been waiting for this since I was 15 years old. I've been fighting every single time
Since
my back has
before
been up
Big
against.
Brother even had made it to the world.
Every
Okay.
time I've been my back against the wall, I've been finding my way out of it. I want to work with you guys. I want to work with everyone. I want to have fun. I want to be here for you when you need someone to cry for. I want to be here for you when you need support. I want to be here. I want to fight for you. I want to show you that I can win for you guys. Please keep me. I really want to be here. I really want to be here. I love Big Brother. And this goes on for like a long time. And it's just to
Wow.
the point that like how you guys are looking, they were looking like, yo, they were on
Times a
some
million.
shit. They were like this. I can't believe we got to keep this fucking woman. Like, I'm so
Oh.
tired of her. And now I can see, I know we had Brooklyn on the show last week, and I know she's saying y'all don't see a lot that Angela is, but tonight, I do like Angela, but tonight, it's just too much. Now it's not going to work because now they're all just looking like, girl, we hear this every fucking week. We're so tired of
Mm-hmm.
it. Like, we know you're bullshitting, but they got
Mm-hmm.
to keep her because it's the only chance to get out Tucker. But I know them keeping Angela, they pissed. They so
Mm-hmm.
mad they got to keep Angela. They wish
Because I think.
to
Oh,
go
sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead. No,
No,
no, go
I'm
ahead.
done. I'm done.
No, I
No,
interrupted you.
I'm really done. I'm really
Oh.
done. Look at me. I'm done.
Not about to
Ride or
die.
die. I'm
Oh,
done.
you died?
I died.
Okay, now I ride. No, I'm just kidding. I was gonna say, Angela, kind of going back to your point earlier, Tiff, about how like Angela just is not trustworthy as a player. She, I like Angela. I like watching her, but she comes across as very disingenuous in the game.
She is
Do you guys,
disingenuous in the game.
yeah, but it's
She
just,
has
it's like so
slit
clearly phony.
everybody's throat who has
Yeah.
tried to build something with her.
But then she acts like she's this like sweet, innocent mom, and it's not even like she's like pulling it off. You know how Dan or
No,
like
she believes that about herself.
okay,
She's not playing nefariously. She
okay,
believes
so
this in her
I can't.
mind.
we
I
have a
can't.
different
She's
issue
playing
here.
delusional.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say I'm about to say this word that I do not believe in, but it's definitely delusional.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't like saying that word, but it's definitely
oh,
delusional. I've never.
damn.
It's crazy to see how
Because
she
in her
plays it.
mind, she believes this. I am this wonderful person, and I would
Mm-hmm.
do anything for any of you. And you can trust me, and I will have your back, and I will fight for you. I will hold your secrets and lock them deep within my chest, and they are safe with me. And when it comes down to the end of this game, if I tell you something, I mean that. Tell me. And then you go and you confide and you
Mm-hmm.
trust in and you tell her, and then she goes,
With her crazy eyes. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
"No,
Wait.
they
No, no,
trying.
no. They try and
Mm-mm.
play
They
me.
trying to
No,
they
no,
trying to
no,
set me
no.
up.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
know
saw
what?
Big Brother. I've been watching
Come
since I
here.
was 15.
Come here.
You know what?
But
Listen,
now keep
Hannah
in
Tiff.
mind the show did not exist 35 years ago. But
Let me tell you what. Let me tell
when
you.
she said that,
Let me tell you.
Is
You
that how
know.
she be? Look,
You
and she
know.
be looking around like that.
You know how.
mm-hmm.
You know how Tucker used it. You know how Tucker used that veto on me. Let me tell you what he did. He done set. Huh? Oh, okay.
Yep.
He done sat up there. He done used that veto on me. He don't mean it. He tried to do that so he could swindle me in. He trying to make me believe. But I know he over there with Rabina. You see the way they be looking? Ain't no way he gonna choose me.
Look. That's
Ain't no
exactly
way he
how
gonna
she be.
choose.
Hair.
He gonna choose me over her.
And you know what? That's the stuff. That's you know what it gives me. It gives me crazy itch vibes. Okay, that's what it gives me. I'm be honest with you, crazy itch vibes, straight up. Because that
I
is
don't
some.
know what those are.
I'm not using the full word, but
Oh,
it's
my camera is
giving.
blurry.
Oh, no,
Um,
let's not call her
Okay.
that. She's just a little off her rocker. And
You
it's
know
giving
who she
crazy
reminds me
girlfriend.
of? Y'all might be too young for this, but
Throw it at us too.
oh, what's the mom from this movie I'm thinking of? Um, she had the
Also,
son.
Angela would have been great on Flavor of Love. She would have been
yes,
fantastic. She would have
yes,
been great. She would have been
yes.
great for
Oh,
the.
No, what?
she would have
She
gave New
reminds me
York
a
a
lot
run
of
for her
Pumpkin.
money.
She would have gave New York a run for her
She would have
money.
been Pumpkin.
No.
I believe. I believe.
Oh,
I
Tip,
know
when
it
you
to be
figure
true.
it out, let us know. I'm so sorry. I wish I could help you with the thought because I don't know what mom you're thinking. But look it up.
Kathy Bates.
Oh,
Oh, got it.
wait, which movie?
Hold on. They
Annie?
know in the chat. I bet you the chat know.
Ah,
She also reminds me of the woman that was like, no wire hangers. That's what she reminds me of. You never seen it, Hannah? I have to send that to you.
no, no.
I want to get to also, Tucker does end up leaving. Let me tell you
Misery.
something. Oh, Misery. I don't think I've seen it. Okay, so I gotta add it to
Okay.
it. But I know who Kathy Bates is.
Mm-hmm. Same, 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 same.
Okay, so Tucker ends up leaving. I will tell you this: Tucker leaving, everybody had tears in their eyes. You already
Mm.
knew Leah had her tears already
Ready to, she woke
rumbling.
up with tears.
She woke up with the tears already.
In fact, I'm
Um,
sort of convinced that she just has like a tube right there where she just presses a button
I agree. It's just a
and
button that keeps on going. But Tucker gives Verbena this big pickup kiss, and just that's going to turn into a fan meme. I know the
oh,
fans
for
have made a
sure.
slow edit meme of him just picking her up, kissing her, and spinning her around. Love that.
Hmm.
Tucker ends up leaving. Now, listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Y'all have to know. I need people to understand. Julie you can tell how Julie greets you,
Mm.
what she says to you,
Hmm.
if she loves you. If you're, I know she calls us all her children, but Julie does have her favorites, okay?
For sure.
And Tucker is one of her favorites. You can just tell the way
Hmm.
he came out. Julie was just,
I honestly
I've
think
never seen
that
Julie do a little shimmy.
I think that Cedric and Tucker were her
Yes.
favorites, and maybe Chelsea. Maybe. What do you guys think?
Well, Chelsea hasn't left yet, but I guess
But
because
I
when she
just
comes
mean
in,
like in general, like
and
even
I'm,
when they cast their votes.
yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up.
Hmm.
Why everybody, is Julie auntie this season? Why everybody call her Auntie Julie?
They
Is
need to
she,
stop.
stop. I don't like
I don't
that.
know. I don't
Her
know.
that's Julie Chen.
Yeah.
Auntie Julie.
Well,
It's
listen, Julie has been wanting a plate to the cookout for 3 years now, so I
Well,
guess we'll put
I don't think
Auntie
she
on the
want to
grill.
play to this cookout. I think she want our cookout. I don't think she want this
That's
one.
very true. That's very true.
My last thoughts that I have for you guys is look, shout out to the dogs in the crib. That's all I got for you.
I said, "Who are the dogs and where's the crib? Please, someone let me know."
shout out to all my dogs at the crib.
Shout out to all my dogs in the crib.
But you know
We
what?
got
I
Tucker on
appreciate
Tuesday.
it. If I ever go back, I,
Hmm.
tr- I love my whole. I'm telling you right now, I love my friends, my family. That's it. I ain't doing all that talking. That'd be too much. I appreciate a shout out to all my dogs at the crib. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Tiff, I still remember kind of being able to hear you sometimes, like TT, Trina, Ashanti, this person, that person, this person, that person, this person.
Shut
And
up,
you would
damn.
go through like 11 names,
I
and we'd be like,
did. That
"Oh,
shit
she's
is
still going."
annoying. I didn't
Okay,
know. I
all
didn't
of
know. Y'all have
Detroit.
to excuse me. Y'all have to. I was
I'm
excited.
only shouting out one. I'm only shouting out one.
One dog at one
No,
crib.
no, no, no. I'm shouting out
Okay,
one group of people. Shout out to all the Big D haters. That's it. They always going
okay.
to get a shout out on the show. I don't
They
never want
wouldn't
them
get
to
nothing
think I
from me.
forgot.
It's so many people that love me. Shout out to all of those who love me. I'm gonna acknowledge y'all. Y'all the ones who deserve my time, my energy, my voice.
That's already
Okay,
longer than the 11 names. I'm just
I'm
kidding.
dead.
I'm gonna do
Sorry,
that on the
longer than
live feed.
ride or die. Look, ride or die. Okay,
Just
I
shout
just
out to Simone.
shout out to Simone.
Yeah.
We got Tucker on Tuesday because Monday is a Labor Day.
I'm so
I'm very
excited.
sad to see Tucker go.
Yeah, I'm sad to see him
I'm
go.
excited to talk to him. Also, he's in New York, so just like Heisem, I'm going to bring Tucker right underneath my wing. I might even go up to New York this weekend just to go see him on real shit.
Well, okay, make sure
And
you
give
give
him
him
a
his
fan.
space.
Yes, I want to give him a fan too. I want to give him
No,
a
no,
sadly to evoke fan.
give him his space if he needs it. I'm sure it's going to be very
Of course,
overwhelming.
I'm joking. I'm not giving him a fucking
Okay.
card, girl. I'm just joking,
Okay.
but I am going to
Okay.
give
Good, good,
him a
good.
sadly to evoke fan because he did help me out this season.
Aw,
So
he'd love that. I
yeah.
don't know him, but I'm sure he'd love that. Wait, okay, I do have to say, I know we're deliberately trying not to attach ourselves to anyone, but at this point, who are you the most excited to either speak to, or maybe you've already spoken to them?
I will say this: Tucker's the only one I'm really excited to speak to and meet. I'm of course I don't have I obviously meet the whole entire cast, but he's the only one I'm really would take the time, like how I took the time to like get to know Heisem and like
Mm-hmm.
build that type of relationship. Tucker's the
Mm-hmm.
only one. Angela, I might meet her, but Angela, I don't know. I'm not. It's just whatever to me. But Tucker's the only one for me. And
Tiff?
I got a senior going to college. I ain't I'm just trying to I'm here because I gotta be here.
Okay.
Hannah,
Okay,
what's
okay.
your answer? Hannah, what's your answer?
Um, Probably Tucker,
I'm here so I don't get
Chelsea.
fired.
I'm the most excited to speak to slash meet Tucker, Chelsea, Angela, and
I was gonna say
Cedric.
Cedric. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, guys, this is week 6. I'm so glad we were able to have all of us. I know, Hannah, you're doing good in school. Tiff, as you said, you got a senior you're focused on right now. That is the only thing that
Baby.
matters.
I can't
Y'all
believe
don't even
it.
And
understand.
I don't have
Now we
anything
just
but
took senior
just
pictures this week.
he looked really
Eight
good.
Oh,
hundred
he did.
dollars.
That's rent.
What was the background made
Well,
of?
well,
Gold?
we had to go shopping first of all because you got to have a couple of different looks. My son ain't got but
Mm.
one look. I said, Breezy, you can't take all your senior pictures in a t-shirt and sweats. You gotta switch your style up. So we
You
had
sound
to
like
actually
Hannah.
go buy something.
Oh,
I
I was
will say
like,
this:
then I had to pay for the pictures.
the pictures look good, and then also
they did.
shout out to the malls. We don't know why you guys open at 10, but you guys need to open at 9 a.m. in the morning or 8 a.m. because Tiffany was not happy about the malls
We
being.
I showed up at this mall at 9:35.
Wait, Big D, why did you just say shout out to the malls? Listen,
Look,
wait,
I'm Cam
Big
tonight.
D,
Shout out to everything.
you know what my favorite story? Oh, so cute. He
Oh,
looks so handsome, Tiff.
he
He looks
does.
like a grown man.
Hmm.
I can't, he's almost 17, right?
He,
Oh,
Yeah.
girl, we don't get
Next
her
week.
started.
Oh, sorry,
Now,
sorry.
oh, here come
But
the
you
white
know
girl.
what?
Shows your white woman tears
Come on,
now.
white
I
woman
could
tears.
cry. Okay, if I think about Christian, I could cry.
Oh,
My baby is my baby.
I know Tiffany
He's
called me now. I don't
growing
know what
up
she gonna
on
do when
me.
Christian go to school. She gonna know what to do.
she's gonna have you move in.
Yeah, at this point.
Oh,
Yeah, probably so. At this
um,
point.
Big D, my favorite story to tell people is the King of Prussia story.
Not that mall. Y'all want to get something to
Not we
eat?
had.
Y'all want to get something to eat? Yeah, what can we get
Uh,
something to eat? We can go to the King of Prussia Mall. What? What's that? What they got? Come on, let me get cafeteria food. And we
Cause you
ate it
guys,
too.
you said you wanted. We
Remember,
gonna see
I
you
said,
want to go
I know, I
shopping.
said, do
Y'all
you
leave out the
remember?
shopping part.
Oh, no, Big D, remember how I was like, oh, I'm really in the mood for Asian food? And you were like, oh, there's an Asian section in the food court. So I was expecting some gourmet. No, it was Panda
It was
Express
China
and then
One.
key.
China One Express. They had
And
You,
then,
egg rolls, white rice, and something they called
y'all
chicken.
wrong, cause y'all say y'all had to go shopping, and I was like,
no,
oh,
and there was a kiosk. There was a kiosk that had sushi. And so I had sushi from said kiosk and got sick.
Yeah, you can put 4 quarters in it, and then it pop out 3 rolls of sushi. It
Anytime
didn't,
someone says,
not even individually wrapped. It just fell out like a gumball.
I
anytime,
can't stand y'all
anytime
today.
someone says I'm from Philly, I'm like, oh, have you ever been to King of Prussia Mall? They're like, yeah, we love King of Prussia Mall. And I'm like, oh, I've only ever been to King of Prussia Mall. I've been to Philly 5 times. I've never eaten the food in Philly. I've only ever eaten King of Prussia. And they were like, does your friend hate you?
I can't with you.
And
Listen,
then he had to stand outside on the corner for a Philly cheesesteak.
guys,
I said,
The
"Where's it
do you
at? On
remember?
this corner right here."
It was an inside job. It burnt
it was
down.
good. Oh, also, sidebar, now that you talk about it, it did get burnt down. It just reopened recently. My
Oh,
favorite
okay.
cheesesteak place, Jim. So I'm very happy, and it's amazing. So
It's
Heck
kitty
yeah.
corner from King of Prussia.
Ain't nothing like a new restaurant that can pass the food inspection.
true. Listen, guys, please remember to like and subscribe and comment. Until next week, please give us your comments. If you have any questions for Tucker,
Tucker,
please put them below. We will try to ask them. But everyone have a great, safe weekend. It's Labor Day weekend.
be
Be
safe.
safe. End your summer good. And ladies, thank you so much for always coming and giving your recaps. I love you both. Hannah, please continue doing well in school. Tiffany, you're doing great as a mom, and get some rest, Tiffany.
Yes, take care
Relax,
of yourself.
please,
And
please.
one last thing, it is the halfway point of BB26.
Thank
And where
God.
were we at
I'm
this
so
Um,
point?
tired.
it's just the halfway
Oh,
point.
y'all
Where
heard
were
her.
we at when this happened?
I think Brittany had just gone home.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm,
week
mm-hmm.
6.
Yep, week 6. But
Yeah.
you guys both predicted Tucker as the winner. Unfortunately, Tucker is out. Do you guys want to name a mid-season
Nah,
winner pick prediction?
nah, I ain't got nobody.
No one? Well, someone's going
I
to have
don't
to
want
win
to
this game.
invest. I don't want to
No, no,
invest.
no.
I don't.
Just a prediction based on the way that the game is going so far, not who you're hoping. I don't really care about Joseph that much, but
Probably. Can I be honest? Maybe chemo at this point because when
hmm,
they're going to put chemo and T Core on the block together, and they'll send T Core home over to chemo.
yeah. Okay. Fair.
Yeah, I guess chemo. What you Tiff don't want to say? No, I'm about to be like Tiff. I
Because
have a
you
kid. I
know,
have a kid I gotta take care of. So
I
no, I ain't got
just
no answer.
I just like I would like someone
Strategy.
who, yes, someone who has invested in this season, strategized, played like a good game, not
Mm,
sat back, played under the radar, never got noticed, and then that's how I made
hmm
it to the end. And it's like, oh yeah, okay, now vote for me. And we had seasons like that, and sometimes there have been seasons like that in which I've liked this kind of gameplay.
hmm
I'm not that person no more. I'm not 10. I'm somebody else. I want to see something else this time. I don't need
Okay.
to see a sequel. I want to see something played. And I guess
Do you think Tucker had that? Because I feel like Tucker had that, and
I
now
mean,
it's like,
Tucker was playing
oh,
for me. At least
yeah,
I was entertained.
same.
I haven't had a lot of and I'm a person who I don't know if I'm ADHD. I don't know what the hell it is, but I need something to bring me back to the scene.
hmm
And
hmm
so the only thing that really has kept me wanting to come back and turn my TV on, because I don't turn my TV on. I don't even watch TV. So you have to really be doing something to hold my attention. I have been coming back because I gotta see what the hell Tucker doing, what the hell
hmm
Tucker and
I
Angela
agree.
doing, what's going on. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not trying to offend y'all. I know people got their favorites and all of that. And here's the thing, people are always offended or don't like your take when you are not going for who they want to win. So
Amen.
we don't have to agree, and I don't, whatever. But there's not anyone that I'm watching and I'm like, I can't wait to see what they do
Me
next. I
too.
just don't
But
have
Yes.
that.
do
I
you guys
do.
have it just like, do you have a prediction based on what you've seen from these
So
people so far?
based on the prediction, I do think that maybe Chelsea's in a good place.
Mm,
Maybe she has the capabilities, and she seems to be gaming a little bit and having some strategy here and there. But you know, there, as far as like the game goes, as far as the TV show itself, I don't know what's gonna bring my attention
mm,
to the show. As far as the strategy, it's a little lackluster for
hmm
me.
hmm
There is
It's all the way
strategy there,
lacking.
Tiffany.
It's all the way
It's
lacking. It's all the
you
way
don't see the
lustering.
strategy.
For
It's white
what?
women tears. That's the strategy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Amen.
can't even make myself cry, let alone watch somebody else cry. I don't respect
Mm,
tears. I mean, I mean, I'm not going to say I don't respect tears. There are times for tears because I do cry.
hmm
But I just can't make myself, though. I can't
Yeah.
make myself. And maybe if I learned how to make myself cry, I could get a lot more people to do something for me. But, you know, that's why people be like, she got it. That's why I'm over here paying for everything on my own. But that's
hmm
fine.
I agree. I'm
Okay.
hoping the twist will help Hannah. I do
What
like there's three
twist?
people. I mean, just the
Oh,
Ainsley, Ainsley, her being
oh.
involved definitely will keep hopefully this going. But it's hard losing somebody like that was doing all that because now
hmm
it's like, can I be honest with you? And I'm trying my best. I am so upset. I'm gonna say this straight to
Mm.
y'all. I am so upset that I got to deal with Quinn for the rest of this time, and he went out before Tucker. I just wanted Quinn to go home before
No, Tucker
Tucker.
went out before
I'm
Quinn.
sorry. Thank you. Yeah, I'm
Mm.
really upset that Tucker went home before Quinn, and I gotta sit here and deal with Quinn. And when he get into that diary room, he just really be thinking he doing something, and I be like, "You ain't doing shit."
mm.
Okay,
Well,
so
Yeah.
I'm just annoyed that I still gotta deal with
It's
this
like a
man.
rookie season.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, it
yeah.
definitely seems like none of these people watched before coming on, but
Oh, Cam
the la
didn't.
the
What about you, Hannah?
um I'm gonna stick with Joseph. He was my winner pick from the jump. I think he's in a great position. I know we never see him.
What is he doing?
He's
Nothing.
doing exactly what he said tonight. How's the stash, Julie?
No, but like that is the game that I anticipated Joseph playing, and I thought it would work for
Oh.
him, and it has worked
Mm.
for him. My winner picks are never people who I
That's like
stan.
somebody on the bench
Mhm.
wins the Super Bowl and being the person that come out with the trophy like, ah, we
No, no,
did.
no,
Sit
but
your ass down.
no,
You ain't did nothing.
no, 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 but okay. Well, we don't know how this game is going to change now that our biggest power player Tucker has gone home. I think everything is going to shift, and I'm excited to see
Yeah.
those puzzle pieces kind of misaligning and realigning. But my winner picks are never people who I necessarily like the most. Like I picked Jag last
I didn't say
season.
you liked him. I know. I was
Yeah,
just wondering what has he
but
do?
just like
What is he doing to like what has he done from zero to right now to even win
n-
this game?
nothing that I've seen. However, he hasn't done anything to not win. Does that make sense? Like by even though he's doing nothing to propel himself, at
Mm-hmm.
least he's not doing anything to hurt his game. It
Mm-hmm.
reminds me of how a lot of our most recent winners have ended up making it to the end. So I
Tired
think
of that.
so I think that's just the strategy that's going to work.
It's the mustache. That's what he's been doing. The mustache
The
and
mustache and
bringing
you know we
jokes
don't
into Julie that she's
we don't
definitely feels like are corny based
we're
on her
only
reaction.
we're only day 45 into the game. We still have half the game left. We haven't even started jury. So I don't know how he's going to be able to kick it into gear. And the most important thing
I
is
don't
how
think he's
you
gonna kick it into
articulate.
gear.
And
I think he's gonna stay. I think he'll play the same way he's playing. I think all of them
maybe he
gonna keep
won't.
playing the same way they playing. I
Maybe
think
he
they gave
won't,
us
but
the best.
I do think that he may be able to articulate his game based on his understanding of the game better than some of the other people in that
I
house.
mean, hell, I can articulate his game. I
I
didn't
can
do
agree with that.
much. I didn't mess with nobody. I didn't say anything. I didn't have any input. I didn't try to come in on nobody's HOH. I didn't try to win. I got picked
Everybody
for
want to
all
be
the
in their
beans.
Well,
I was
we'll
alliance.
we'll see. We'll see how this
I
game
they was
turns
agree.
talking
out,
shit.
but
They gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe she said that about Joseph.
I don't. Does Joseph have stands? Do any of them have stands
They do
besides
because
Tucker
they
and
can.
Angela
Joseph definitely has
and
fans because they.
Cedric?
Yeah, Joseph has fans because the fans got mad at me when I said Joseph is corny with the stuff he says in the diary room to Julie.
Mm,
I can't stand that.
Now, I think that people coming at you about that is not necessarily Joseph having fans. That's you having haters.
mm,
Thank
period.
you. I agree with that. Thank you, Miss Tiffany. I appreciate that. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because
Okay.
that Julie don't like it. I'm telling you that now. You could tell. She's like, huh? When Julie goes, huh? I just know she
No.
does not like it. And I know what Julie likes because she damn
Hmm.
sure
She
made
loves you,
sure,
Big D.
yeah, she
Loves
shared my
you.
video because she said, you got
Yeah.
30 minutes. 30
Hmm.
minutes? 30 minutes, okay?
Hmm. Oh,
All
wait,
right. Oh,
she did?
guys.
She
Yeah,
shared
she
his
Oh,
did.
video.
She
that's
shared it on
so
her
funny. I
story. Yeah.
love it. I love it. Okay.
And she commented too. She commented talking
No
about
way.
use the Nene leak. Said I said what I said. I gagged. I
Ah!
couldn't believe it.
I love it. I love it.
All
Okay.
right. Well,
Well,
guys, do you have
always
anything?
fun.
That's it. All right. Thank you, guys. Bye, Royal Court. We love you.
Bye. Mwah.